actually start this vlog where I've ended, because I set out today with no expectation to see penguins, because they say at this time of day they're not on the pier, and we saw penguins, which is really cool. And got that beautiful Melbourne backdrop behind us, and I'm going to head back home, see Michelle, and get myself a coffee. And we've been baking today. We've been baking graham crackers, or graham crackers, because I can't get them here in Australia, so I've decided to give up. I'm going to make them. So I've got to say a big thank you to Byron, by the way, Byron Chandler. He's the guy that one of my viewers that mentioned graham crackers. I think he was saying about a trail mix or a granola bar that's made with s'mores, and we're going to be doing that sometime, Byron, so thank you for reminding me. A couple of big pups coming up. G'day, guys. So, as I say, there's always something happening in St Kilda. Yeah, we're back in Australia, as you know, beautiful Australia, and we're going to be doing a tour around Australia and showing you all over the place. It's going to be a heap of fun. It's also going to give me time to share with you some of the fantastic food from the places we've been. And I'm going to kick it off with one of my absolute favorites, which was the Mexican food that we had when we were in Mexico. Mexico City, Puerto Escondido, San Miguel de Allende, Oaxaca. Oaxaca was great, and I'm support to everybody in Mexico City and Oaxaca that are having problems with the earthquakes. I hope everybody's safe and all my friends are good and well. But it got me to thinking of what great food and what we learned when we were in Mexico. So we're going to be doing a Mexican series, and I've been really lucky to find a supplier of Mexican produce, because it's not easy to find here in Melbourne. So I'll talk about that in a later video. But we got some wonderful masa flour. So Michelle and I were having atole. I think I've pronounced it right. Atole is like a warm maize-based drink. Man, it's so good. So we've been making that, and it tastes really authentic, really good. I miss the mornings when we used to go down and have that at the market. So we can make our own now, which is great. And soon, when that recipe goes up, you'll be able to make it and try it too. It is so good. That's a long wheel, mate. Bloody hell.
Not allowed to drive the truck up here though.
You're not, no? Not allowed to drive the truck up, so he's got to wheel it the whole length of the pier, and probably not even allowed to park at the end of the pier. Man, that's a big delivery. I hope he gets a drink when he gets up there. So it's a bit cloudy today, a little overcast, but it is gorgeous, and it's brought people out onto the beach. The tide is in a little bit. So with that intro out the way, I'll get and show you what I've seen today in St Kilda. Come along with me, enjoy it. I'll put some nice pictures up, enjoy the music. Pal power. I don't know if you can see that. Welcome to Fitzroy Street. We're just walking down Fitzroy Street in St Kilda. I'm going to take you for a show around. There's a fella getting a bit of shut-eye. There's a lot of homeless around here, which is a bit of a shame. Actually, this building ahead of us is called the Gatwick, and it used to be a refuge, but now they're actually going to be filming a new TV series. It's called The Block, I think, and they're going to renovate this. I think in January next year they're going to start filming here. The other day I actually saw the guy who presents it. Don't ask me his name, I'm not sure. I don't watch television, unfortunately, but anyway, it was very nice. He shook hands and said hello. So this is Fitzroy Street. Down here we've got the St Kilda beachfront, and the trams run up and down this road, and Park Lane I think as well, or maybe one of the lanes. This is Park Lane. No, it isn't Park Lane, but this part of St Kilda is very beautiful. Some of the housing Just the leafy sort of suburbs down that way. It's this next lane, I'll tell you what it's called as we get near to it. Okay, so it's Park Street. So Park Lane, Park Street. I thought it was one of those, the trams go up and down here straight into the city centre. It's only about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes max. Now I almost forgot, the whole point of coming out again today was actually to use the lav mic and get a better quality sound. Now you can see here's one of the old trams, Yarra trams, and here's one of the buses that also go into the city centre. So you're pretty well sorted for transport. I've got to wait on this corner so I can get over. And along this coastline, oh, talking of transportation, you've got these little circle bikes. I think you need to register to use them, and you register with your credit card online, but they're all over the place. They drop them, they seem to drop them wherever they run out. So Domino's are actually running electric bikes, which is great for the deliveries. You see they just sort of whiz past you, super silent. So it's good to see them. Look at this nice house. A beautiful old tree. And we're not more than a few hundred meters to the coast from here. Hopefully the wind, oh, here's another, these are Melbourne bikes. Now these ones I think you have to bring them back to the dock. So they have a hat, RACV, the RAC Victoria covered for breakdown and collection. Now again, I can probably leave the links if you like to the vlogs if you're interested in checking out the bike system over here. But it's probably quite easy just to Google free bikes, or I think those bikes are free. I'm not 100% sure. Let's get across the road. Now these are the more modern Yarra trams. Okay, screen, we can get over. How gorgeous is that today? Now you've got these bike roads that run all around Melbourne. It's really bike friendly. They run pretty much from this end of the coast all the way up, many hours of cycling up towards the Mornington Peninsula. Got the Royal Melbourne Yacht Squadron up here. I'll take a little picture as we go past. Out there, this is the Port Phillip Bay. Melbourne city centre is out towards that direction. We'll see it a little bit better. Straight down between those trees. Now the other day we came down here, but it was too windy. I did a live broadcast and it was horrendous because the wind is so strong that we got no sound whatsoever. We came down to see the penguins here at St Kilda Beach. It's a beautiful setting though, isn't it? Now over there, off in the distance, there is a famous amusement park. It's called, what is it called? It's called Luna Parks. I knew it'd come to me eventually. Luna Parks is quite famous. It's got a big sort of, it's one of those seaside amusement parks with the big mouth as you walk through into the amusement park. It's really cool and it's a good day out for the kids. It's only a small park, it's not huge, but it's a lot of fun. It's got a big roller coaster. This is a statue to Captain Cook and his ship, the Endeavour, HMS Endeavour. August 26th, 1768. And there he is, Captain Cook. Where I want to take you is down this pier. There's a pavilion at the end there, and just beyond the pavilion we should be able to see where the penguins are. Now, there won't be penguins there at the moment, I don't think anyway, because they don't come around the daytime, they come around the evening. The problem is in the evening time it's so dark you can't really film there very well, but we have got some film footage, so I'll put that up so you can see the penguins Michelle and I saw. And what was really cool, there was a penguin that came in out of the water and got caught on the railings, but he actually made his way over the railings. He was perfectly fine. So this is all pedestrian and bike friendly down here. And as I say, the bike paths, cycle and bike paths, go all the way along the coast. This is St Kilda Pier. So we've got the beach here, We've got the city over there and the little marina. A few of those O-bikes. And this is where the wind was blowing a gale. Hopefully the lav mic is going to make it a little bit better. You're probably still going to get some wind blow, but you'll probably be able to hear me, hopefully. G'day guys.
Hey, how's it going?
It's good, man.
Good.
You rescuing someone?
Nah, just doing some training.
No worries. All good.
Good?
Beautiful day, huh?
Yeah, it's not.
So these are the surf lifesavers, and these guys are doing some training today. They're not actually out here, but these are the guys that patrol all of these beaches, and they're beautiful beaches all the way up St Kilda. So wherever you swim, there's another one of those O-bikes. Wherever you swim, oh, and a Melbourne bike. So we've got the Melbourne bike and the O-bike.
O-bikes are gangsters.
Yeah, eh?
I love fishing, you know.
Yeah?
Fishing's great.
Caught anything, mate?
Yeah, I caught a shark.
Yeah? Where is it?
Yeah. I put it back in the water.
Good
I
man.
want it to live.
Good man.
O-bikes are good.
No, you got any biting at all or not? No?
Not much. Have a great day.
And cheers, buddy. Yeah. Young lads are cool. They're just fishing. Said he's caught a shark, but good day, fella.
There you go.
I'm good, mate. How are you? Nothing strange about that. So we've got a guy there with the boggle eye glasses. I don't think you could see that, and the Mohican helmet. Pretty much part and parcel of St Kilda lifestyle. We're coming up on the pavilion. This is a beautiful old timber pavilion with a typical tin roof, Aussie style. Now the wind is dying down a little bit here again, so that's nice as well. So it's along here. It's along here where there's a viewing platform, and people come down here at night time when the penguins start to come in, and on these breakers here, these rock breakers, is where the penguins actually nest. So you can just walk along. I'm going to go along in a minute. You can walk along down those stairs and actually see the penguins. And it was the other night where we saw the penguin stuck on the railings. There's some temporary railings at the end there. This is beautiful. Michelle and I would love to get one of these boats and go sailing. So this is the entrance to where the penguins are. There's often at night time, you read here, no handling penguins, no flash photography, no dogs, no littering, or walking on the rocks. Here's the penguins. And there'll be guides down here at night, ready to keep an eye on people, make sure they're not misbehaving. You can smell actually the penguins when you get here. Let's go down and just look in the rocks. There won't be penguins there now, but might as well go and have a little look. It's all good. Now these are the rocks where the penguins nest. You can see actually some bits of nesting material in there. You won't see any penguins, not this time of day, should I say. This shallow water here, there's a little beach, and they come in from the sea and they nest up for the night. So there was I saying you won't see the penguins, because that's what I was told, but actually you can see penguins in amongst the rocks. Tiny little fellas. They also nest all the way along here, but that's a little sort of viewing platform where people can come in the evening generally when it gets more busy. So we did get to see penguins down here, which surprised even me, and I think actually most of the people are now sort of rushing over to see those two little penguins that are nestling in the rocks there, which is cool. I come away and leave them in peace. You going in?
Yeah.
Good, lads. Can I film you going in?
You want it?
What have you been up to then? You're Sandy.
Working.
Working, yeah. Is it deep enough there to jump? Or are you just going to climb down?
Steep as.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice. One way to clean off at the end of work, eh? Good way to clean off at the end of work, lads. You know, if you keep filming long enough in St Kilda, you will see everything. Share the love, be good, and don't forget, I will see you in the next video. Take care.